God expects us to keep His commandments. To keep His commandments. Now look at Romans chapter 3. People will often say, well, no, that was the Old Testament that God had all those commandments, but in the New Testament we're just under grace, we're free in Christ, anything goes. That is so not true. That is such a false doctrine. You see, the grace of Christ is what brings salvation to all men. But it does not make void the law of God. Faith in Christ does not nullify God's laws as being something He demands of us after we're saved. Do we then make void the law through faith? God forbid. Yea, we establish the law. He says we don't make void the law through faith. But He said if salvation is by faith, that does not make the law void. He said, do we then make void the law through faith? God forbid. Yet we establish the law. Jesus Christ did not come to destroy the law or the prophets. He came to fulfill. He said you need to teach people to keep these commandments. And the Bible is filled with hundreds and hundreds of commandments. And God expects you today as His child to keep His commandments. He said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Keep the commandments. And don't try to make void God's laws, or you'll be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. We need to establish God's laws. There is a right and wrong that has existed all the way from Adam and Eve until now. It's always been wrong to steal. It's always been wrong to lie. It's always been wrong to be cross-dressed. It's always been wrong to fornicate. It's always been wrong to commit adultery. It's always been wrong to murder. It's always been wrong. It's always been wrong to covet, to steal, to lie, to cheat, to do all these things. Because God has eternal, unchanging laws of right and wrong, and they've always been so, and we ought to live by those laws. It's commanded of us. He expects us. He requires us to keep His commandments. Now, how are you going to know God's commandments if you don't read the Bible? You know, and this is where you have to read the whole Bible cover to cover to get all the commandments. He said, He showed thee, O man, what is good and what does the Lord require of thee. It's all there in the Bible, but you have to read it. You have to find it.